My name is Igor Kluin, I'm the founder of Monyq, and Monyq wants to bring handy things for your finances. That's what we want to make. We want people to feel good about their finances again and sort of free them from the outdated banking systems. Two things, I think. The corruption in the financial world, and I mean corruption in that the financial industry is corrupted. I think as a market it's not healthy anymore. As the services it provides to consumers, it's not healthy anymore. So I think that market really needs to be cleaned, and I naively want to try and go and do that. And the other thing is that I want to learn a lot, so that's the other motivation. The financial world is not a world I know a lot about, and that's a good place to learn. I think what the financial world lacks is simplicity, easiness. So we want to bring consumers tools that are very handy, very simple, and that make your financial life interesting, maybe even, or at least simple, so that people can understand again what their financial life is all about. I think traditional financial institutions have everything on board to make whatever consumers desire, except for the right mentality, the right DNA, and the right business model. I think all three of those are distorted, are corrupted, as I said before. So they will never make the things that people really want because their business model doesn't support it and their interest doesn't lie there. So technically they can make anything, but I think they won't for a long time. We're already live. We just started doing things. I very strongly believe that you have to be live as soon as you can, even with the most minimum of functionalities, and learn from that. Nobody can plan ahead for more than a year what consumers want, particularly in such a difficult field as the finance industry. So we went live, and now we're learning what we did wrong, and we're fixing it. Mostly software programmers. I mean, everything we do is software. I very strongly believe in a do-it-yourself solution. Otherwise, you're never going to be engaged in the information. So we're going to make doing it yourself extremely simple, extremely handy, and that requires a lot of software. I think the biggest challenge is to get people involved in their own finances, and there's a lot of resistance because it's complicated, because it's scary sometimes even. So unlocking that information towards the consumer is really like unlocking, like you have to turn 2 right, 3 left, and see if we find the right solution. I think we're still learning that, and we will continue to learn that for a long time. That's one challenge, and the other is vested interest. Regulators that support traditional business and don't really welcome newcomers, because newcomers are scary, they're different, and they don't fit the principles and the procedures that regulators have. The vested interest or the traditional financial institutions, most of them didn't react to our launch, and I don't blame them. What could their response be? And as soon as they saw our first go live functionalities, they said, well, is this all? And of course it's not all, it's the first thing we went live with. It's just a very predictable reaction, and I don't care about those reactions too much, actually. Our business model is subscription-based, so you pay for functionalities. We will never make money on the products that we sell you. We will make money by providing you with services, and you pay a monthly fee for those. And always we will have a basic free service. It's not that the government has to change a lot of things, but I think it would encourage a lot of newcomers if the financial industry became more transparent in its structure, so that the traditional industry doesn't have a lot of the advantages. Banks have access to your transaction details. Newcomers don't have that access. So those are things that governments could provide or help break open. But I think any business should be sustainable without government changing anything. Otherwise, you're building the wrong business. Yeah, I think traditional organizations have to, in no area, no industry, have incumbents become the major players of the new world. And I think the financial industry is entering a new world, transitioning into a new world. So the incumbents will not be the new main players. I think they have to realize that their role is going to be diminished, and it's going to move upstream, so to speak. They're going to be moved towards the logistics and the infrastructure of money, and the user interface is going to be provided by newcomers like Monyq and other companies. So they're going to lose the interface of your money, the user interface of your money, and be downgraded towards more of a logistics provider. I don't know if they can actually learn much anymore. Most of these institutions are organized to stay as they are. So I don't know if they're willing to learn even. I don't worry about that too much. What I can learn from them is to not start believing in your own solution ever. Always question your own solutions, always question your approach, rethink it, challenge it, and tear it down if it doesn't work. To make people feel good about their finances again, to make them understand their finances again, and to empower them to understand it and not feel trapped anymore. I think a lot of people are sort of disconnecting from the whole financial world and the financial products, and I want them to reconnect, because that connection is crucial. Money is a powerful thing, and if you don't know how to use it, you're going to be disconnected, and I want everybody to be connected.